On this episode of the Retiring Right Show, we'll show you 21st century living Colorado style inside a growing community at the base of the breathtaking Rocky Mountain foothills.
Do you wanna go, go, go? I'ma run this show. Do you wanna go? I got the green light, it's time to go. Woo! Let's go. Red light, it's time to go, go, go. Green light, it's time to go, go, go. Let's go. Red light, it's time to go, go, go. Green light, it's time to go. Make up your mind. Do you wanna go?
Nestled at the gateway to the Front Range in Littleton, Colorado, is a mixed-use, master-planned community unlike anything you've seen. Sterling Ranch is a growing, multi-generational, eco-conscious development on 3,500 acres, encompassed by open space and Colorado's natural beauty. With a focus on smart technology for each homeowner and water and energy conservation, there is so much that sets this development apart. And there's a richness to an environment that includes young and active older adults, making this multi-generational community perfect for families looking to foster strong connections and make lasting memories.
It was grandchildren that brought us here. We found out they were going to be born, and so I just kind of said, Jim, I need to be where my only grandchildren are going to be, so.
And I said those two words for a happy relationship. I said, yes, dear. The daughter come home and says, I want you to go look at some houses. I think this is really cool. Well, we said, sure. It happened to be here. We walked in and we saw this particular house design. We bought it on the spot.
Well, actually, we called Kenny, our son, and he ran over and just to take a look at this model. And we all looked at each other and said, let's do it.
Yeah.
Right there, then and there, and picked out the lot and put the down payment. We had our own home in a community just north of here a little bit, and it was more space than we needed, although we loved it, but we just didn't need it because we help with the boys, pick them up from school, take them to school, help with meals, be here when parents aren't here. It just made more sense to all go together. We have 1,000 square feet in the next generation portion of the house. The upstairs is 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and a loft and a laundry room. So that's basically where my daughter and her husband and the 2 boys hang out. And then when we first finally moved here, we started finishing the basement. And so that's our son's area. And that's 1,900 square feet down there, 200 of it being storage. It's 4,500 square feet total finished.
And how many people living?
7.
7 people under one roof.
Yes.
Jim, were you going to say something?
I'm sorry.
Oh, you are?
That's a first.
I was just going to say it. Now I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry.
No, but it's living together. The fact that the grandsons come home or to do something, and they come right in our place and say, they call me Papa. Hey, Papa.
So it's fun to watch their lives, and they come home excited about something. It gives us an edge over just the 2 of us trying to figure out every day. So it's something to look forward to for all of us.
For residents Larry and Eileen, Sterling Ranch offers familiarity to the area and a new forever home.
We've always been in the Littleton area. We've been here almost, 39 years, and always in Littleton. And I felt like we had friends in the area, and I wanted to stay close enough that I could still get together with friends. And when Larry suggested this, I came down here and started looking at all the models and found something that I thought we would like, and the neighborhood just seemed perfect for what we wanted.
So we chose this house and had it built from the ground up, and kind of like this is our forever home now.
We also wanted a ranch size, is what we call it, because we ended up not downsizing, just because the house is so large.
And when the kids do come and the grandkids come, they kind of take over the lower level. And
2 bedrooms and a large bathroom, so they have the whole area to themselves when they come.
so when you talk about a home and a home, it's almost kind of like that, but this is up and down.
We just wanted a low maintenance type home, and that's what we felt like we got here. I love the neighborhood. The neighbors, we have great neighbors, and I think everyone has great neighbors in this whole neighborhood.
Within this multi-generational neighborhood of Sterling Ranch, 8 different home builders adorn the streets with stunning Colorado-style homes. Multiple price points and styles are available with floor plans to fit unique lifestyles. High $300,000 to over $1.5 million homes are sprinkled throughout this beautiful community, where both single-family and patio homes coexist. Construction began this year on the Sterling Ranch patio villas, which are lock-and-leave paired homes, perfect for those retired adults who love to travel. But you don't have to travel far to see Colorado's natural beauty, because it's right outside your front door. Founder and Managing Director of the Sterling Ranch Development, Harold Smethels, says there's nothing else quite like this anywhere else in Colorado.
For folks who are looking to retire right, what would make Sterling Ranch a great choice for them?
I think several things. Number one, the technology, because they're connected to anywhere in the world at the speed of light, because it's a total fiber community. Also the walkability. Every home is close to a trail that connects throughout the community, so you can visit with friends. And it's multi-generational. You're with lots of people with different age groups. It's between 2 state parks and next to the Pike National Forest and across from a large thousands of acres of open space. So it nestled in a beautiful valley with incredible views. And then you build around the natural beauty of the land around your community, so you capture Colorado. As you look at our home designs, they all have a Colorado theme. We have 8 Colorado themes. And if you're from Colorado, you're one with nature. You have to be. So we're the largest community we know of that has a complete prairie management program, how we manage the species here, how we manage the land, how we protect the land, and make it sustainable. We will have better biodiversity after we develop than before, because we've really taken the effort to live with nature like you do in Colorado. So we wanted this to be a Colorado community.
It's just stunning all the time. Any way you look, 360 degrees, is just stunning. Everything you look at. Everybody walks. It's just amazing when you're out any time of the day. You run into all kinds of people, lots of babies, lots of buggies and strollers, and little toddlers walking along. Seniors that we've met, we haven't met a lot yet, but we run into people that are walking.
We do a lot of walking, sometimes as much as 10, 11 miles a day. But it's all the trails. You see a lot of wildlife, you mentioned. We've seen foxes, we've got a herd of cattle, and several horses that are in the area, and
Birds.
lots of birds. They've actually brought in the Audubon Society, done bird tours, bird walks.
A gorgeous backdrop outside your front door or your back door. Sterling Ranch is perfect for any age. It's 21st century living, Colorado style.
It's beautiful, and I can't imagine anybody that couldn't love this.
Shauna Judd is a reverse mortgage specialist with Mutual of Omaha, here to talk about some options for retirees. One of those is a home equity conversion mortgage for purchase program, an option that a lot of retirees are looking for now.
So the program is designed for older adults, age 62 and older, to purchase a home and really double their buying power. So this is a very powerful option. It's a very powerful financial planning tool that older adults can use when they're looking to right size. And so many older adults are in homes that are just not really the perfect home to age in place. So this program allows them to really double their buying power. Very impactful in Denver, especially with our housing prices going so high here.
Now, this sounds a little bit like the traditional reverse mortgage. So how is it different?
Well, it's different in that the traditional reverse mortgage is a program used for refinance. The home equity conversion mortgage, and the acronym for that, you'll hear this a lot, it's HECM, and we say HECM for purchase. This program is specifically to purchase a home. So it eliminates the mortgage payment, and the homeowner is just simply responsible for the property taxes, homeowner's insurance, and any type of maintenance dues, HOA dues, or, responsible for maintaining the home. So this is very powerful because older adults really don't want to have a mortgage payment. So it makes a lot of sense to use the HECM for Purchase program when right-sizing, when buying that perfect home. No mortgage payment, and again, they can really double their buying power.
So does the bank own the home, or do you own the home?
Great question. The homeowner always owns the home. And at the time when the last homeowner passes away, the beneficiaries can sell the home, they can rent the home. I have a client where the kids really felt that they would sell the home once their dad passed away, and then he passed and they decided to keep it as a rental. So again, the homeowner always holds title to the home. And Jackie, I would say that's the biggest misconception in this program. Everyone thinks the bank owns the home. The bank does not. The homeowner always continues to hold title.
Let's talk about a scenario. Okay, so we've got somebody who is currently living in a $300,000 home, or could possibly get $300,000 for their home, but they want to upgrade maybe to a community that is specifically for 55 and older. Those homes are possibly $450,000 to $500,000. How does this program help them?
That is the perfect scenario, absolutely. So it allows them to bring in a down payment to buy that perfect home in that 55 and over community. So let's just use your example of $500,000, the $500,000 purchase price. They've sold their home at $300,000 and they have $300,000 in cash. So what this allows them to do is to buy a $500,000 home by just simply bringing in a down payment. Now, the down payment is based on their age and what the interest rates are doing. But basically, when they bring in the down payment, most people are able to preserve some of the cash in that purchase. So just a really simple example on that $500,000 purchase price is someone would bring in a $250,000 down payment and be done. No mortgage payments ever again. And they can stay in the home forever and ever. There is no limitation to that. Now, in your example where they sold their $300,000 home, and if they've put $250,000 down on their $500,000 home, they are left with $50,000. In most scenarios, so many people do have extra proceeds left over.
Well, it sounds like that extra cash and those proceeds can be used for a lot of different things. Maybe it's a home remodel for aging adults, or paying off credit cards, or saving for unexpected medical expenses.
Absolutely. Or there's so many 55 and over communities popping up everywhere with these new builds. They're able to use some of those that extra cash to furnish the home, or do window coverings. I've worked with a lot of older adults and their families where, they pull up a dumpster to the current house and they just want to start over. Yeah. And it's a fun time to, get rid of the old and bring in the new.
A lot of folks don't want to leave a burden for their children and grandchildren. They don't want to leave something that doesn't make sense financially for their heirs. And so there is an inheritance still there that lives in a home.
It's a fully insured program under FHA and HUD, so the family is completely protected. I work with so many families, Jackie, where the kids come to me first and they say, hey, we really need a solution for mom and dad. I'm thinking of one in particular where Margie was out at Heritage Eagle Bend and her husband had passed. And that's a beautiful 55 and over community. Beautiful. The homes are large, just gorgeous. But the home was too big for her. So she was able to move into a smaller home, a condominium, and that's really what she wanted. And we used the reverse mortgage for purchase, or HECM for purchase program. Those terms are interchangeable. I also work with a team of people that really help seniors and older adults downsize, move, and that can be so overwhelming. But we do have, I can speak for all of my colleagues at Mutual of Omaha Mortgage as well. We have our networks of people that are really here to serve older adults and to help them and really help them get from point A to point B, using that HECM for purchase program.
Well, and it really sounds like today's reverse mortgage is helping older Americans strengthen their financial stability and really have independence when it comes to having a home that they can live out the rest of their life in and be proud of.
Yes. Oh, that's such a great way to put it. I love that. Yes, it really does allow them to be independent and to age in place. And that's why the program was changed, just to be so much better, so safe today. And there's so many families that come to me and really it's great for the whole family. It protects everybody.
We are here today with Phil Sessoms. He is a Mutual Omaha Advisor. He has been a Mutual of Omaha Advisor with us since January of 2017. Prior to that, he was an economics teacher and a lawyer. Phil holds several securities licenses that are required by the securities industries, and we are so happy to have him with us today. Phil, thank you for being here.
Thanks, Amy. It's great to be here.
Now, we recently talked to David McKnight, the author of The Power of Zero, and we heard that Mutual of Omaha is very interested in some of his ideas. Can you share with us why?
Absolutely. I met David a couple of years ago through Mutual of Omaha, and I've had the opportunity to interact with him a little bit over the last couple of years. And I find that many of his ideas are very powerful and ways that we can actually help people to reduce their lifetime taxes dramatically, tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars potentially.
Well, can you tell us what some of the risks are?
Well, there is a real risk. I mean, if you look at where the national debt is today, it's $23 trillion. That's 23 followed by 12 zeros. That's a lot of money. At some point in the future, we're going to have to pay that back. There's really only two ways that we can do it. One is we can raise taxes. The other is we can cut down benefits. My mom's on Social Security. If I tried to take a dime away from her, she'd beat me with a cane. The older folks are not going to reduce their benefits, so we have to raise taxes in the future.
What are some of the ways that we can reduce exposure to these risks?
Well, The Power of Zero points out a lot of ideas that are really good ones. What we at Mutual of Omaha Advisors try to do is to examine the client, to get to know them really well, to understand just by a process of asking questions, what their family situation is, what their hopes and dreams are, and then we have a series of tools that we use in order to reduce that potential taxation down the line. We like to say that we can get you, if not a zero tax environment, get your future taxes as low as possible.
It seems complicated.
It can be. It depends upon everybody's situation. Some are very simple, but if you own a business, it can be more complicated. If you have multiple accounts with former employers, it can be complicated. But it doesn't have to be. And the ideas are all, conceptually, the ideas are very simple. It's the implementation that can be tricky.
Phil, are there any other risks that we really need to be looking out for?
Absolutely. Everyone faces some of the same risks in retirement. There's the risk that you die too soon and you cut off income from your family. There's the risk that you live too long and you run out of money. There's the risk that you could get sick in the middle and you have to eat up all of your retirement savings, taking care of yourself, and there's nothing left for your family. At Mutual of Omaha Advisors, we try to look at all three of those risks and to make sure that you can mitigate those. It's a really good idea to sit down with a financial advisor to go through these because they can be tricky.
I think you hit that head on. The advisor is so important. A lot of people try to take this on themselves maybe or navigate. And it is so important that you sit down with an advisor, a Mutual of Omaha advisor that can really discuss all of these important details. Thank you for bringing these to light for us today.
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
I definitely encourage our viewers to reach out to an advisor and get more information.
There can be a lot of moving parts when you're preparing your finances for retirement. How can you be sure you're making the right decisions to meet your long-term goals? Are all of your assets working on your behalf to maximize return? At Mutual of Omaha, our financial professionals are specifically trained to help you answer these questions. They're able to draw upon the knowledge and resources of Mutual of Omaha and its affiliates to help you meet your personalized retirement goals. With our product lineup, you'll have a variety of flexible investment options that can help you enjoy retirement on your own terms and leave a financial legacy for your loved ones. Find out how we can help at mutualofomaha.com/investments or call toll-free 800-931-9210. At Mutual of Omaha, we are mutually invested in your future.
Thank you for watching The Retiring Right Show. We are here to showcase the endless resources available to help you live your own retiring right dream. To connect with us or our partners on the show, please visit retiringright.us. That's www.retiringright.us, not .com. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page at retiringright.us to get the latest episodes, special offers, and see our behind-the-scenes shenanigans.